Here's a fun story.
Yes.
Here's a fun story.
Why don't you save it for the podcast?
This is the podcast.
Oh, this
Ben.
is the podcast. Yeah, that's
We're
true.
podcasting.
24/7.
We are always recording. It's like the Truman Show,
like
but
NTV.
really boring.
Yes.
Yeah. I was in grade 9 geography with Will. This is a funny story.
I was in grade 9 geography with Keelan.
Wait, what?
Then we were all in grade 9
I
geography.
wasn't
No,
in
Will
grade
was.
9
No, we weren't.
geography.
I was in geography with Keelan. Will was not in the class.
Oh,
don't
okay.
think.
Then this is just a thing I heard about Will then, or someone else. Maybe it was someone else. Who knows?
Just a rumor I heard
But
about
there was
Will.
a test. Just roll with it. There was a test, and we had to label all the capitals
yeah.
of the
That was the exam.
of the provinces of Canada. Was that
Oh,
the
yeah.
exam?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was on the exam. I
and-
remember this.
It wasn't all
And,
the provinces of Canada. It was just like name the capitals of these.
It was like random
Was
ones.
there
Yeah.
provinces? Okay. Well, either way, I didn't know, but Will informed us afterwards that Cape Town is the capital of Nova Scotia. That was a fun discovery to make.
Cape Town doesn't sound like it's the capital of South Africa. Like,
But here's the thing.
What should
It is
the capital of South Africa be?
Johannesburg.
Will, please enlighten us.
I
What
thought
you
it
tell
was
us?
Johannesburg. But
That's
is
a fair
Is
point.
Cape Town the capital? I thought it was Johannesburg.
it probably is
I don't know.
Johannesburg.
I think Cape Town just is in South Africa.
Actually, let me see if it's in South Africa.
But one thing is certain. It is not in Nova Scotia.
No, but like, there's
Cape
there's
Town.
like
Wait, Cape Town is in South Africa.
Yeah, no, Cape Town
Yes,
is the
yes.
capital of South Africa.
Okay.
I knew it.
Johannesburg
I
is just
thought it was Johannesburg.
Keep just
Is Johannesburg in South Africa?
Is that a South African accent? Will?
It's like
Daniel.
New Zealand.
Shout out
Someone
Daniel Asbell.
saying,
Daniel.
Daniel.
You just go so horribly New Zealand.
You sound like a bad Taika Waititi impression.
What?
You do, yeah.
You sound like a bad Taika Waititi impression.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Johannesburg.
We have to go to Johannesburg.
I have to make Jojo Rabbit. It's to win the TIFF People's Choice Award.
I have to make JoJo
I
Rabbit.
thought you said activate Jojo Rabbit.
Time has run out. We need to activate Jojo Rabbit.
You said it,
Well,
you
now you
said it
sound
more
German.
German. I was gonna say you
Yeah,
said it more
which is
German. than
weirdly
South
fitting.
African.
It works.
God, it's weirdly fitting. Did you say?
I know I
Oh,
said
dear.
we need to activate
Jojo Rabbit. It needs to win the TIFF People's Choice Award.
Josha.
We need
For
to
some
activate
reason.
Joseph Rabbit.
Joseph.
Man.
I was watching Friends and I
Man.
completely forgot about the episode where
Will
I
just said
completely forgot
man.
about-
Sorry.
Man, I forgot about the episode where Joey has to pick a stage name, and
Oh,
Chandler
yeah.
tells him to pick Joseph Stalin.
It's so, and he goes with it. He rolls with it.
Yeah, he rolls with it, and then later on in the episode, what was the one at the end? It was hold him a nuts.
Oh,
Hold him a groin. Hold him a
Hold him a
groin.
groin. Hold him a groin.
Does he
Hold him a
not
groin.
notice? Is he that stupid?
Yeah,
yes.
he's just
No,
a
he's
fucking
incredibly
idiot.
dumb.
He's just
'Cause he's
just like-
Italian.
No, he doesn't. He comes back from his thing and he's like, "So I showed up to the audition. It turns out there's already a Joseph Stalin." I'm like,
Also,
buddy.
there's an episode. The episode I watched last night is they really did a "you people all look alike" joke, but with Italians, and I was like, "What? Is that a
Okay.
stereotype? I didn't
Is
know
that-
that was a stereotype." But
Everyone
like,
was-
apparently it is. Yeah, that was
you-
funny.
are you far into it for the second time?
out. They pull me back
on.
in.
I think I'm in season 4. I don't know for sure.
Okay, that's
I'm
one of the better
somewhere around
seasons.
there. I'm no. The episode I'm on right now is the one with all the jealousy.
Ah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, Rachel starts at a new job. Will hasn't seen Friends, so we
I don't
have
know
to talk
Friends.
about Friends. You should
It's
watch
a
it.
good show.
It's a
It's a
great
really
show.
great
I
show.
really
High
like it.
fantasy.
It's just like it's
It
just
actually
like
is. They
yeah,
can't afford
honestly,
that
yeah.
apartment.
No, God, fuck no. God,
Neither of
you
them
s-
can. Maybe Chandler actually. Chandler has a job.
Nearly no one can. Chandler gets paid so much money.
Yeah.
Shall we get into it?
Let's get
Yeah.
into it.
I mean, we're already pretty into it.
Friends.
Will. Will. How are you
Friends.
doing?
That's it.
Hold on, I'm just like, hello.
Hi, Will.
Well, I
Have
know
you not been
can hear me.
recording?
I know you can hear me. I just turned up the gain a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back to another episode of Movie Bracket. No.
No.
Welcome.
No.
Wait.
Welcome back to
Welcome
another
back to-
episode of.
Welcome back to another episode of This Podcast Should Be Played Loud. I'm Kielan.
I am Ben.
I'm Al Pacino.
And this is...
Late career
this
Al
is-
Pacino.
He's
Late
orange.
career Al Pacino. One thing
This-
I've
he is
learned over
orange.
the last 3 weeks, it's that
Oh my god.
Al Pacino's voice only got gravelly in his older years.
You stopped sounding like him about 5 words in. Anyways, yes, this Podcast Should Be Played Loud with
you
Ben,
didn't know.
Keelan, and Al Pacino.
If you didn't know,
And
now you
Will.
know, Mr. President.
And Will. Yeah,
Will,
but we're
and
also
Will.
joined this week by Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. Yeah.
Pleasure to
Along with
be
Willem
here.
Dafoe,
Pleasure
Adam
to be
Driver.
And a collection of other people.
Yes. And
And Pete Davidson.
and Scarlett and Scarlett Johansson
it's
saying
nice
what?
to see you again. And Bill Murray exclusively saying one word. And
All right,
Scarlett
guys.
Johansson breathing.
He's in that new movie. Bill Murray.
He's in that new movie?
Will, do your impression of Lost in Translation.
Bill Murray. Yeah.
His 2 impressions where he can only do one word.
Let's go
It's
to
one of them
Japan.
Bill Murray singing the Lost in Translation theme song, which doesn't exist.
Imagine if Lost in Translation had a theme song. That'd be fucking great.
I still gotta watch it.
That's
Still gotta
directed
Every
watch
by,
it.
movie would be made better by a theme song.
That's directed by
Factual. Is entirely correct, Keelan.
by Sofia Coppola, right?
Yeah.
She was in The Godfather 3.
Yeah, I heard she was very bad.
I heard she's also related to Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah.
You think?
You would have thought.
I love Lost in Translation. It's one of my favorite movies.
I
Such
saw
good
a
movie.
review of the what's her other movie? The Beguiled?
That's just Jeff Bridges and Tron Legacy.
What?
Yeah.
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 No, that one's more like
Hello.
Yeah.
Clue.
Anyway,
Bum,
I saw-
bum, 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Connected my Wi-Fi.
I've been disconnected for 30 years.
Okay, this episode
this
is
is
gonna have
this is
some good
derailed to pure
ambience.
nonsense.
Okay, what
Yes.
can we
Yeah.
talk about? It's been 3 weeks.
I just wanted to say, I saw a review of Sofia Coppola's movie The Beguiled. And you know how it's about like, oh no, sorry, not The Beguiled. No, it was The Beguiled. It's about like 5, like young adult royalties, I think.
Sure.
And so the review was just Sophia Coppola, when making The Beguiled, and it just said, "Yeah, can I get 5 more of these skinny white bitches?" I haven't seen the movie, but it's funny.
Well, I look forward to her new movie starring
Bill
Murray.
what's her name? Bill Murray
That's-
and Karen from The Office.
It looks
Oh,
good.
Rashida Jones.
Rashida
yeah.
Jones.
She was in
They're
Parks
both
and
really good.
Recreation.
I like her.
I love her.
I like
though.
Rashida Jones.
She's very
She's a
good
good
at
She was in The
Social Network,
Social
which is my
Network.
favorite movie.
She was
In
probably.
what? In The Social Network?
Which is my favorite movie.
Yeah.
You've watched The
She's,
Social
is it
Network like
actually
8
now? I
times.
wouldn't doubt it.
It's not my favorite movie. It's in my top 10 though. It's
Jesus.
Remember when we were recording Movie Bracket and you were like, I hate The Social Network.
Shut up. Shut up. Those were dark days. I was a whiny
Speaking of Movie
brat.
Bracket, I'm going to make one next week. I promise.
Thank you.
I straight up forgot this week.
It's okay. It's not like anyone listens to it.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not yet. We
It's not
haven't
like it
had-
has more than 20 views on my YouTube channel.
Hey, that's
check
not the
them out on
point.
Keelan's
The
YouTube
point
channel,
is completion. We need to be complete.
No, it's true. It's true. And we will complete it before we go back to school.
Good call.
Is
all right.
is that possible?
Yeah, it is.
I think so.
We only
we've
have 2
recorded,
episodes left.
We've recorded all of it.
I think
haven't
it's 3
Or 3
episodes
episodes,
left.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3, but we can still do that.
Okay.
Rush it.
If you say so.
Okay.
we? Okay.
Okay.
If you say so.
So what have we been doing the last 3 weeks? I've been sitting around.
I've been rotating from cottage to cottage.
I've been rotating.
I've been rotating.
I've just been standing in a circle and like spinning, man.
cool. How's that been?
It's been great. You know,
Cool.
great time killer.
Good shit.
No, I've been bouncing around Northern Ontario, visiting some family, visiting some friends, taking COVID precautions, obviously.
Are you getting tested before like every cottage you go to then?
not every cottage, but as long as we don't go in contact with anyone outside of the bubble and they all test negative, then we're fine. So like, I'm chilling then. They took me ages to get my COVID results back because I tested in Huntsville, which is in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. If that means anything to anyone, took them a week to give me my results back.
Christ.
Wow, I was like, bruh, I know.
Did they
have
mail
fucking,
it to you?
like dial-up internet or something like that. I don't know.
Well, okay, I'm pretty sure what happens is, and so this is straight from our army pal, Matthew Harvey.
Hey, shout out Matthew Harvey.
Yeah, shout out Matthew Harvey.
Shout out.
Shout out Matthew Harvey. I was talking to him about this. He has to get tested like every 48 hours or something because he's in the army. So if he gets called up, he needs to be negative. So he says that they make him go to Mount Sinai because they give you your results in like a couple hours because that's where the actual laboratory is. So if you're in Toronto or around Toronto and you want to go get a COVID test and not wait a week, go to Mount Sinai because you'll get your results way faster because that's where the lab is and they don't have to ship it there.
Yeah.
They probably also prioritize it because he's in the military.
Potentially, but I still can't imagine you wait more than 2 days if you go to Mount Sinai.
And when I got tested at a pop-up center in Toronto back in July, and they took me. I think I got tested at like 4:30 on a Thursday, and they got it to me at 9 a.m. on a Saturday. So
that's pretty good.
It was a very quick turnaround.
The second test that you got, at least, and are they still doing the like straight up the nose thing?
Yeah, it's very painful.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
Well, it's not very painful. It's just like pure discomfort for 10 seconds. When are you getting tested?
I don't know. Well, probably soon. Because
we could tell our audience about our TIFF plans.
Oh yeah.
Which have not been set in stone yet, but we're very excited that we are
basically like.
Well, they released all this stuff in the last like 3 weeks. They like the lineup, which I think is a complete lineup. We shouldn't like go through like what are your top 10 movies?
No, I don't care.
because it's just
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
They're all gonna be the same.
Yeah. There's not a lot of crazy stuff.
I'm still excited for it.
Yeah.
No, I'm still.
I'm
excited.
gonna try to go to some of the outdoor stuff with y'all.
That'd be fun.
We can all bike down to the Budweiser stage and stuff like that. Will, you said you might be going to some in-person stuff if you want to.
Maybe. Well, Maybe. So friend of the show, Jack and I did get tickets to see Ten-ett at the Cinesphere.
I've never heard you call Ten-ett by its actual name. Every time you refer to it, you say Ten-ett because you're always
Ten-ett.
making a joke. I've never talked about it just like seriously. It's so funny.
I know,
but
it's actually very funny.
So I don't know. It depends on how TIFF is run and like the details that come out nearer to the time, because I feel like if you're gonna go, okay, well here's what happened. We stayed up until 12:01 on the Cinesphere website.
Whoa.
It didn't. Yeah. It didn't.
That's like 4 a.m. for
It didn't
Will
load.
Gotlib.
It didn't load. Like the Cinesphere website just crashed. And then he realized that the tickets were up on the Cineplex website, and we were like, oh my god. But thankfully, because nobody wants to see movies now, none of the tickets were sold. So we just got tickets for the Thursday and Friday night in like the IMAX theater in like the dead center, which is pretty awesome. But
That's sick.
I think we're gonna not do that, because then at 2 a.m. I didn't stay up for this. The Cinesphere website came back, and then he got tickets for Thursday. So in 6 days, I guess I'll be seeing it if I go, but I'll probably go.
Gotcha.
Like, because the Cinesphere is really big and it's still only 50 seats, and I'll get tested after,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would kill to see a movie at the Cinesphere right now.
Yeah.
Oh
Me
my
too.
god.
I don't feel comfortable enough to go yet, but honestly, Will,
Me
if you
either,
get tested
but-
like a couple days afterwards to
Yeah.
confirm that you're all set, like, you might as well at this
Exactly.
point.
And it will be awesome if that's my only theater going experience in like a year span.
Yeah.
Seeing this, like going to the Cinesphere and seeing a movie I haven't seen before. So
Ten-ett.
Exactly Ten-ett. So I'm excited, but I feel like I can justify to myself going to the Cinesphere more than going to a regular theater.
The Cinesphere is huge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I that's what I'm feeling about TIFF, because the TIFF theaters are pretty small, quite honestly.
Yeah.
they are pretty small.
So that makes me a little uncomfy. I don't know whether they'll utilize the Cinesphere this year. They might, I guess.
I don't think it's listed.
I know it's not,
They almost
I don't know
never
whether
do,
they
right? Or did they use
Yeah.
it? They used it one year, didn't they?
they've used it the last 2 years for like special screenings and stuff like that. But since 2 of their theaters are like right next to it, like their outdoor ones, I mean the drive-in and the outdoor amphitheater are both right next to the Cinesphere. It makes me feel that maybe they'll utilize it for something, but I still don't think I'm going to go inside for anything.
I think they're playing Ten-ett there for a while.
Ten-ett. Yeah, I'm sure
That's
Ten-ett
true.
will be taking up most of the
I
theater
think on their
space.
website it says they're playing it until like late September,
Oh wow.
which is
Ten-ett's basically like an honorary TIFF movie at this point because
Straight
it's just
up.
playing during the festival and no one's going to have seen it yet.
yeah.
I know exactly.
Yeah. Which is weird.
Our main plan for TIFF is that I'm gonna come back from Kingston, probably in the last week of TIFF when it's sort of all the online stuff kind of goes kaboom, goes
starts.
nuclear. It starts.
Yeah.
And we're gonna kind of bunker down together, the three of us, and just watch
We're gonna
movies.
go nuclear together.
We're gonna go nuclear together.
Go nuclear together.
Go
We'll either
nuclear
like
on some
stay at my
movies.
place or Will's place or something. I'm assuming what we'll all do is we'll all go get like tested and like self-isolate for the however long until we get our results, and then we'll all just get together, and then we get
Yeah.
like 5 days of just watching shit.
Yeah. Maybe what we
It's
can
gonna
do
be
is
great.
we can have like a little shuttle. Like we can stay at your house, but then we can go to my house and watch all the movies at my house.
That sounds good.
What I think would be cool is if we all get our bikes out and we just bike back
yeah.
and forth.
We can
It'd be
be
kind
like,
of fun, and we can film that.
That'd be
Make it
fun.
like
We could make a vlog.
be like in the
Keelan wants to
80s.
make Keelan wants to make another TIFF vlog out
I
of
want to make a
whatever we
TIFF
can.
vlog, but we actually have to move around for me to make a vlog.
I was thinking
so
we could,
I
like,
feel like
go to different people's houses and pretend they're different theaters, but that kind of defeats the purpose.
yeah. Between yours and mine, I think would work. But
Yeah.
like Ben, you said you had a full house at that point.
Oh
right?
yeah, because both my brothers would be home,
Yeah.
so there'd just be no room whatsoever.
Full house.
Well, the other thing is that we'll have to be careful to like we can't interact with other people who aren't in our bubble, like who
Yeah,
aren't
exactly.
self-isolating during that 5-day period or whatever, because that kind of defeats the purpose.
I can't meet with Barack Obama.
We can't
Shit,
meet Barack
man.
Obama, man.
He was gonna come. We sent him
yeah.
his invite. It's in the
Yeah,
mail.
we said, "Hey, Barack Obama, do you want to watch Ammo Night with us?" and he said, "Well, it's my great honor to watch Ammo Night with you, and your friends. I hear it's an inspiring tale, and I will bring Michelle."
But if he brings Michelle, then we can't. Like if it was just him, it'd
It
be
was
one
just-
thing.
yeah.
But
We
Michelle,
could-
it's
we
getting
could
There's too many
make an
people. It's
exception.
it's getting too big.
And then he's
Yeah.
gonna bring
Well, maybe.
Maria, or
Sasha.
exactly.
God damn it.
And then it just gets
Gotta go-
awkward, and we
But
can't
then
say
it's more
no
than
to
10
those
people.
guys.
We legally
Exactly.
can't do
Then
that.
he's gonna bring
Also, how are they
Mitt
going to get here
Romney.
from the States? Bro, Mitt Romney.
Obama
fucking hell,
can
man.
pass through the border. He can just like phase through
You
the
materialize.
wall.
Yeah. You heard that they put up an actual like cord there now, or something.
Yeah, there's like a
that.
fence.
they put
There's like
up,
a fence.
Obama's
Yeah,
like
there's
the
a fucking fence on the
T-1000.
Canadian border.
He
We
can
built
just-
the wall
he can
before
just
the
melt
Americans did.
through
Who
a
would've thought?
fence, you know,
It's true.
he gained.
I'm
that
very
power.
glad that our leadership is as stringent as they are on keeping that border closed,
I agree.
because good lord, is the state's a fucking mess right now.
I do not want
Oh
any
my
Floridians in Canada right now.
God. Holy shit, dude, it's crazy. Yeah,
It's
I'm
insanity.
I'm very pleased that we are just like
I
we're
have
just
some
chilling.
Florida, like not stories but talk, but I don't think I can. I don't. I'll tell you guys off air.
Okay.
Well, no,
That's a
put it
really
on our
cool thing
put
to
it on
bring up
our
on this.
put it on our Patreon channel.
Yeah. Imagine we set up a
weekly
Patreon.
content.
All
Exclusive
sponsor
weekly-
us $1 a week.
Yeah.
Just
would
pay
pay
you
for the
guys
Patreon?
33 cents. Yeah.
Who would pay
Ben, are
for-
you on anybody's Patreon?
Shut up.
What?
I was.
Oh, you take stuff off?
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
so. I was at one point in time on Carson Runquist's Patreon. So I think I got my name in his videos.
Not anymore. I checked. It's not there.
You're so,
Really?
Yeah.
I
Bastard.
think he only put it in once.
Well, yeah, he put it in like 2 videos. I paid for that for like 4 months, and he put me in like 2 videos.
Ooh.
So
Carson
Carson
Runquist
Runquist
is a bad man.
He's canceled. Is someone's smoke alarm going off?
It sounds like
Across
it.
the street, there's a smoke alarm.
Oh my
It just
God.
stopped.
You can hear that from your house? Wow. Oh my god.
Well, the window's open.
Audience-
It's like the yodeling dude.
Yodeling, dude. Our
I had
favorite
a
man.
dream. I had a this actually
Oh,
this actually
God.
pertains to that. I had a dream
God.
last night where I was walking in like a school, like a courtyard or something, and I heard that guy doing his yodeling thing, and I turned around and there was this shirtless, scraggly, bearded homeless man there, like by a gate in the fence, and he was and he I guess was the one who did the sound, and then he ran over to me and tackled me, and he was like, "Give me money," like a large sum of money, and I was like, "I can't give you money. I'm not in a position to give you money." I have the amount of money that he was asking for. It wasn't that big, but I was just like, I can't, like, do you think I can give you that much money? No, we're both in the same situation here. and I just convinced him to leave me alone.
What the fuck?
He was like, oh, that's a reasonable point. Thank you very much for your candor. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Man, that actually sounds like how you would handle a mugging in real life. Sir,
like, tell
that's
you
an
what,
unreasonable request. You know I can't do that. Use your head here.
Yeah. I wish I could.
Please, you gotta let me go here. I have a wife and kids.
Why
Yeah,
do
I can't be doing this.
Come on, we've all got our demons here, man.
I
Like,
have a
just gotta work
mortgage.
on mine.
I can't afford this.
Do you guys lucid dream?
Sometimes.
I wish I could.
Yeah.
Only a couple times. It's really fucking fun though.
I found this guide online. It's like really
I saw
long,
this
and I was
too.
like, maybe I should do this.
There's steps you can take to like prepare
Well, you are
yourself to
bored.
lucid
Hey, I
Resort
enjoy
to
it.
Has
lucid
too much
dreaming.
Just
time on his hands.
like I want to make every part of my day productive.
You know what I should do today? I should learn how to lucid dream.
Well, it's such a back burner thing, though. You know, like
I guess so.
Like I like sometimes when I'm dreaming, or like sometimes when I go to sleep and I have like a weird dream, I like remembering that in the morning, and sometimes I write it down. I try to write down when I remember it, but it's hard, and it's like if I could somehow train myself to get better at that, I feel like that'd be like fun with no drawbacks, basically.
Yeah.
I had a this is only part of something, but I had a dream where I was like in like a in the Toronto, and there was like some sort of like apocalyptic like alien invasion going on, but it was all I remember seeing is I looked out into the skyline and there was a big cat walking through the city, and then I looked I was on like Avenue Road, and I looked down the street towards Queen's Park, and then Mel Gibson walked by me in like his full Braveheart costume, and I said, "That's Mel Gibson." That's the only important part. I'll remember that.
The strange mind of William Gotlib.
I
I barely ever. Oh no, go ahead.
I told Kielan about this, but I think this is very funny. I had a dream where I went over to. I was with a couple people.
Okay.
I went over to the house of, and it was I've been to his house, and it was not that. I went to the house of our old acquaintance Patrick, and we went into his basement, and it was like the basement of like the X-Men mansion, where it's like all futuristic, and he opened a door, and it went into this like massive underground warehouse, which was like full of like it was like full of like an auditorium, and like
What the hell?
and like dioramas of like superheroes and stuff, and there were like vendors and stuff, and there were hundreds and hundreds of seats, and there was like music playing, and at some
What the
point the
hell?
lights all turned really low, and it became like a concert, and the music was like really loud. And then the one thing I really remember was I went over to some booth where somebody was selling like shawarma, and I said, "Can you really run a business down here?" And the guy said, "Does it look like I can run a business down here?"
Oh my
love how that
god.
implies that he has no choice in the matter. It's like he's like enslaved.
He's like, I don't know, man. I'm just stuck in your mind.
Oh, geez,
Oh boy,
That's
fun.
I barely remember any of my dreams. The
I love
only
how
dream
you
I
asked
really
them,
remember.
can you make a living down here?
Yeah, that's the
'cause I
most
remember-
depressing
I was-
thing you need to
I was
talk about.
genuinely curious because I was thinking like how many people come down here into his basement.
It can't be many.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's like
I barely remember any of my dreams, but the only one I remember is one that I've described to both of you guys. Where Ben, can I tell this dream?
I guess so. It's already been beat to death.
It's so good though. I will just tell the beginning of it because the rest of it just kind of peters off. It's still funny, but the beginning is I'm in my house with my girlfriend, and it's like a 50s like lawn and like like the whole white picket fence shit. And Will's just there, and he's having breakfast with us.
and I'm just there. Is like
You're just there in the house with my girlfriend and I.
Oh, to be Will in this dream. I wish I could switch my role
to
with
be
him.
me, just there.
Just there. Unlike me, who you'll find out in a second.
So then I hear a ring at the doorbell and I open it and it's Ben. He just looks normal. And I go, "Hey Ben, how you doing?" And he looks at me and he goes, "Kielan, I'm legally required to tell you that I'm a registered sex offender and I just moved into the neighborhood." And I
God
say,
damn it.
And then he says, "And I'm really hungry." And I say, "Don't worry, the local elementary school has a pizza lunch. Let's go." And the rest of the dream is Ben and I sneaking into an elementary school to try to sneak some
Infiltrating
pizza
an
with a
elementary
pizza lunch.
school. Just
But
getting
then it
pizza.
turns out that it's not a pizza lunch. It's like one of those like. It looks like do you guys ever have like those Subway lunches? You ever like they have Subway and like the little like the Welch's fruit packets and
Yeah.
shit? Yeah, it was like that. It looked like that kind of thing where you would walk down like this run of plastic tables, except it was like a sign-up sheet for like a intramural game.
Oh, yeah,
And then when we
yes.
got there, Ben was like, "Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. That's cool.
That's cool, man. Whatever.
I'm good with that." And then I got
I'm good with
really
whatever,
angry
man.
at someone for cutting in line in front of us, and I started like swearing aggressively at them and then
That's a
laughing
child?
hysterically
Oh
when
my
Ben
God.
didn't understand the rules. And then the last thing that happened in the dream was this kid was trying to explain the rules of the game to us. And the one rule I remember is if something happens, you have to name a place in Sacramentoian, which means that you must name a location in Sacramento, in the city of Sacramento, in such a way that only someone who's from Sacramento could identify it. Which is so funny.
And we're like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, cool. And then I woke
Whatever,
up.
That's
That's
kind
my
of
dream.
amazing that you remember it in such detail, though.
That's crazy.
I wrote it all down that morning, and then I just read it over and over because it made no sense, and I loved
That's so
it.
I'm
funny.
looking through because I've written stuff down and like I'm looking through them right now, and there's a bit of one which was on. I was looking at. So I think one of the previous days we'd been talking about like there was some Sean Baker thing about like somebody asked Sean Baker why he doesn't assign star ratings to stuff on his Letterboxd account, and he said like I don't like to rate art, and I part of the dream was, and this was weird because it's like completely disembodied. It was just like a screen. So I was looking at the comment section of one of our movie bracket things, and it was somebody in the comments had said like some sort of refute to the concept of doing a bracket, saying like they don't like to rate art, and it had over 300 likes on it. on our
Wow.
on our brackets they get like 5 views.
5 views.
Yeah.
Speaking of views, how's Ben Jeffries reacts to Uncut Gems doing?
It's like it passed 10,000. It's just going up steadily. Like
It's so stupid, man.
God.
It's so stupid.
yeah.
We
But,
found
hey.
a way to break the algorithm. But Will, have you gained a single subscriber?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, really? How many subscribers do you have?
I've gotten like 16 since I published it.
Holy shit.
Wait, how many are you at now?
Okay, it's at 11,500.
Oh my god.
God.
I have 36.
It just goes up by like 500 every day.
What happened?
It's insane.
It's I looked at the trend and it's like completely linear. Like it's just a line, and it looks like it's just going to continue. I mean, it
Why
probably
are
will
people-
taper off at some
why-
point.
Why are people watching it, man? Who the fuck is Ben Jeffries? Why the fuck should we care?
The most recent comment is, "This video perfectly demonstrates the duality of man."
My favorite comment on the entire thing is in reference to Kielan. Someone commented, "Why he laughing?"
Oh shit, someone else commented, "Ben Jeffries is a drama club kid."
Yeah.
You're right, actually.
Yeah.
I've just
Unfortunately,
kinda-
you're not wrong.
Kind of just stopped paying attention to it.
Oh,
One of the comments is, "What the fuck are you doing with your eyes, you inbred?"
What? Wow.
What am I
God.
doing with my eyes? I don't think I
I
did
clicked
anything
on the link.
abnormal.
You're not doing
You're just
anything.
gasping.
Yeah.
This is the face he is referencing. Hold on, I'm gonna send it.
Well, it's not like
That's so
our audience
weird.
can see it, but
Yeah,
whatever.
who cares?
Hey, if you want to watch it, just look up Ben Jeffries reacts to the end of Uncut
It's
Gems.
just normal.
That's just I just
Your
look
eyes are just
normal in that.
open.
My chin looks
Hold
like
on, I'm gonna read some
non-existent,
more
but
comments. We're all Ben Jeffries.
I agree.
That ending hit me like a tank, bro. Like, damn. One of my favorites is my man's got an A24 shirt that got 8 likes.
Yeah, why?
Um,
I mean, he's right. I was wearing
Fact.
an A24 shirt.
Another one says, "I was the man, the myth, the legend, Ben Jeffries." To which someone replied, "Thank you, God."
Oh dear.
And then someone else commented, "Shane Dawson,"
Yeah, someone said I looked
and then
like
someone
Shane
replied,
Dawson.
"Like a younger, clean, innocent version of him, pretty much Shane, except not his normal, terrible self, really."
You know,
and then
I'll
someone
take
else
it.
replied, "No, Ben Jeffries."
No, Ben Jeffries.
Ben Jeffries.
My God, this is so.
Of course,
good.
we have the iconic comment from our man Sandals Suck, our boy. That I guess we could go over it. I don't know if we've gone over it yet.
I think we have.
Oh, we definitely.
Oh, we
have.
did?
Yeah,
Oh, we
yeah.
did?
I
Oh, we
have
have?
one more
Oh, okay.
dream which I can tell
Oh,
you.
well, I'd love to hear
wanna
more
hear
of
it.
Will's
So it
dreams.
was, okay, I can just read it because I wrote down like a recap
beautiful.
of it. Okay,
Let's do
I
it.
was on the set of some Stanley Kubrick movie because this is when I was reading that book about 2001, and they were trying to shoot some underwater scene on a soundstage. I wish I remember the detail of it more. It wasn't working out, and I said, "Why don't we do it in a hotel pool?" Which I don't know why that would be different.
That's a weird tangential connection there, Will.
Which he replied to by yelling, "Shut up!" then there was a pause followed by, "Okay, we'll do it your way." I don't remember shooting the thing, but I kind of visualize how to slot a green screen into a hotel pool. Then, in another shocking turn of linearity, I was in a hotel room on a very high floor overlooking the top of another building where people were getting ready to paraglide since winds were incredibly high. Terrible idea, but they did it.
I love how that's a detail you remember, that winds were incredibly high.
Incredibly
And
high.
they seemed fine. I waved to one person outside my window and he waved back. And then I didn't write it down, but then I went outside the building and I talked and I had a talk with Ryan Johnson and his wife. I don't know if he's married, but he had a wife, and we were all talking on the steps of this hotel.
Wow, Will, you have so many celebrities in your dreams. Holy shit.
I don't know why. Like,
Wait, can I just? What I was gonna
That's
say.
just a-
There's a weird connection in that dream, though. When we were in film class in grade 11, one of our fellow students we had in the director homage section,
yeah.
made a Stanley Kubrick homage set in a hotel pool.
I completely
Oh
forgot
yeah,
about
I remember that.
Yeah,
that. That was not
so
the kind
that's
of hotel
interesting.
pool that I was thinking of, though. I was thinking of like an inside, like gray. Like the moment you think about it, like why would you ever want to do anything there?
Yeah.
It got nominated for many awards at NIF.
Yeah,
I remember.
Niff, baby.
NIF, baby, the most corrupt, scandalous film
Yeah.
festival that ever
I
existed.
took off my resume that I won the documentary award.
Yeah, it's probably a good call.
Probably got called, considering you ran the film
Because it
festival.
also on that same resume, it also says that I founded.
Founder of that
Yeah.
festival.
They're like, oh, so he just gave himself the award?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, that's
There was
an
cool, I
independent-
guess.
That's such a fucking hack for your for your resume. Be like founder of the Canadian Academy Awards, winner of 10 Canadian Academy Awards. Just create a thing and then give yourself that.
Why not,
thing
right?
And then jack up your fucking resume, dude.
Well, it only sounds weird. It like
No, it was
it
weird
was
too.
weird,
it
but
was
it was
weird.
weird. But I
Yeah,
didn't.
Will, it was weird.
It was weird, but like, it wasn't my fault.
No,
No,
it
but
was,
it was still
not.
weird.
It was still weird. I remember the look on your face when you won. You were like,
I was like, oh boy.
oh boy.
Yeah, you looked upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
was-
think I
that
deserved
was-
that.
Your
Will,
documentary was
I love
good.
you, but no, you didn't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Who-
To be
did
fair,
someone have a
no
better
one did.
documentary? It was fine.
That category was garbage.
Yeah.
No one
I
deserved
see.
that award.
Oh, okay.
What else can we
it's,
talk
it's
about?
Will's currently second most viewed YouTube video.
Yeah.
It's true.
Next to Ben Jeffries reacts to the end of Uncut Gems.
But yet again, Will, I love you, but that documentary needs work, buddy.
No, I know.
My favorite part is the shot in City Hall where you see the person look at the camera and be like, "Should I be here?" And you didn't retake it.
I didn't retake it because I was
I know
on the
why,
way. I was following someone to their office. In fact, you can see them walking to their office in that shot. But I should have taken it earlier.
I know, but it just boggles my mind that shot ended up in the final cut. It's so funny to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What else can we talk about? We can talk about what we've watched.
And I've been reading.
What we read and what we gonna read.
Yeah. And it's been 3
what we're
weeks.
consuming.
I read. Hold on, I have a list. I read The Man in the High Castle, which I thought was
Nice.
fine. I didn't really like it
Okay.
very much. And then I read the first Lord of the Rings book, which was real good.
Nice.
And then I've read the second. No, I haven't read the second one. I started the second one, and I'm doing like 60, 70 pages a day. It's like
Will
hell
texted
yeah.
us a picture of like this copy of Lord of the Rings that he has. It's the most beat up, destroyed library copy of the book, and he just sends it with the caption "fresh from the factory"
So funny.
or "fresh off the press" or something like that.
I've decided that I'm just gonna get everything from the library now, because
It's a good call.
I don't like reading stuff on an ebook. Because I feel like there's so much texture, you know?
either. I know what you mean.
I was doing it for so long, but now
I read Ender's Game on a Kindle, and that's the only book I've ever read on like an e-reader, and I didn't enjoy the process, but I love that book.
I think I read.
that's the book with Harrison Ford in it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I read a Big Nate book on an e-reader once.
What? Don't they have
Big
illustrations?
Nate executes the sleeping plan.
Nate executes the sleep. That's an old meme. Wow.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was actually thinking about Ender's Game the other day. And how I was like, oh man, that was a bad movie, but that's such like a great book and like such a classic. Like, man, I want to make an adaptation of that one day and make it like actually not artistically
Make
bankrupt.
it good. Yeah.
Not artistic.
Not
Yeah.
artistic.
But like, man, that would be like, it reminded me, and I've not read Dune, but like of the same kind of cult of Dune. You know how Dune's like heralded as one of like the seminal works of
It's
sci-fi.
the
or
supreme
whatever.
masterpiece.
It's the supreme masterpiece. I feel like Ender's Game is like up there in terms of sci-fi novels
Definitely.
that like have that kind of reputation.
Yeah.
And I've loved that book ever since I read it, and I have such a soft spot for that book. Even the movie I have a soft spot for, just because it's about the same subject matter.
Yeah.
It's so interesting. I would love to make an adaptation of that.
That would
one
be
day.
interesting.
Reading the Lord of the Rings books, because I watched the movies recently as well. I'm noticing all the changes that they made, but it's every time I notice that they've changed something, it's like they changed it, but I don't care because it works way better how they did it in the movie as a movie, and it's so nice to be like, these books are amazing as books, and then the adaptations of them, they changed enough to just make them amazing as movies, because that's what they are.
Yeah.
They're not purely adaptations.
Here's a
Those
question
books
for you,
are
Will. This
great.
is hotly debated.
You should
This
read
is hotly
those books.
debated in the. I've read the first one.
Also, there are bits in it which are like, they have this like they were written in like the 50s, I think, and so the language is kind of old, and sometimes it has like weird overlap or like awkward sentences that aren't awkward really, but they just like sound funny. Like there's one where it's like, it's talking about Viggo Mortensen, and it's like he cast himself upon the ground and at once went to sleep, and I just imagine he just like dives onto the ground and it's just out.
And just falls asleep.
It's just like he's just talking and he just falls over. And then there's another part where somebody's like, they're looking at an S, and somebody says, it's S for Saruman, I guess. And it's and it's, I guess it's supposed to be written where he's like I am guessing that it's this, but it just sounds like he's like, I don't know.
guess.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Saruman, I guess. Whatever.
Well, I don't know, man.
It's so funny. That's the one advantage that I liked of the e-readers, is that you can highlight text. And I liked whenever I finished a book, I would go through all the highlights. There was some really funny stuff. There was a bit
It's
in
like
the Man.
it's like screenshotting a book.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
In the Man of the High
I'm a
Castle,
big
some-
proponent of writing in books. I like that. I think it's cool, and I think marginally it's fun. I don't know. I've always done that with books I've read, but I also haven't read a book in like 3 years. So
I just recently read a graphic, it's a comic strip style biography on Louis Riel. which was very interesting because I didn't know
we
much
stan
about
Louis
him.
Riel.
We stand Louis Riel. I didn't know much about him. No choice but to stand Louis.
Wait, is he the one that got burned alive?
No.
There was some Canadian who got burned alive. I don't know.
Probably
Sure, there's
quite
more
a
than
few,
one.
actually.
Yeah.
that we learned about in like grade 7 history.
We learned about. I remember first learning about Louis Riel in grade 8, and then in grade 10.
That guy in Angels and Demons.
Oh yeah, who got burned
Louis Riel.
That's Louis Riel.
Robert Langton's Louis
Well,
Riel.
I have a question about Lord of the Rings.
Wait, there was a bit. Sorry, I watched The Birds. There was a bit where they were talking about somebody jumped into a fountain in Rome, and the first thing I thought of was Robert Langton.
That's funny.
He's
Not La Dolce Vita, the more famous one of people in a fountain in Rome. No, it's Robert
he's
Langton.
still with me 3 weeks later.
I understand.
We can't escape him.
Those movies were fucking fantastic.
We never talked about it. We never talked about Inferno. We only talked about the first two.
It's
No, we talked about all of them,
No,
didn't
no,
we?
because we filmed that episode before we watched Inferno.
Inferno was just bad.
Just so god
boring
awful.
and convoluted.
Quite
and
boring.
Bad, yeah.
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 And like really
not
funny
as
in
fun
some
as the other
parts.
two.
All the bits where Robert Langdon has like amnesia are so funny.
If we ever had to watch one of those again, and I swear to God, I will do this. I would like to watch Angels and Demons again. Like
I
in
would so
person,
watch
that
Angels
would be a
and
fun
Demons again.
experience. I wouldn't watch the other two. The other two suck.
Angels
and
Demons
Demons
actually
is
so entertaining.
Bad but funny. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not even that bad. It's just like
It's not even bad. It's like just okay.
It's not good,
it's
though.
like decent and fun. It's just a fun time, but it like makes no waves or anything. But it's a good time.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, Will,
Yes.
here's the question
Yes.
about Lord of the Rings. I've seen this debated recently. Are the hobbits smoking weed? Like, I know it's pipe weed.
They say
That's what they call it, right?
There's a whole section at the beginning about it.
Yeah. But is it like is it a drug or is it tobacco? Like I know tobacco is a drug, but like what kind of properties does it have? But wait, before you answer, Peter Jackson was confused. So he had every actor during the first movie, when they shot scenes where they were smoking, he had them do it 3 times. Once where they were stoned, once where they acted relaxed, and once where they acted drunk. And then he used whichever one like turned out better.
Okay, well,
Interesting.
I can't really get a reading on it that much. It doesn't seem like they're like, whoa, like they're not like stoned. I remember in the first movie, there's a bit where, because Gandalf also smokes weed, and there's a bit where
And it makes him normal.
where Christopher Lee says something about it, and he's like, you should stop smoking that because it's gonna dull your brain or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't get that much of an impression that it is like, I don't know. I don't think so. They also don't smoke it that much.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I think it probably is because they're all so chill and they're always hungry.
That's true.
I think calling it pipe weed about this tiny little civilization of people who do nothing except sit around and just chill out and eat food constantly.
That's true.
It's probably making a point there.
Yeah. And they're all just like happy all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I
they
think
all
they're
grow
just high.
their gardens.
Yeah.
They grow those gardens.
Yeah.
See, this is proof that
Marvin
we'd all be
Gardens.
happier if everyone was constantly high. That world. Marvin Gardens.
Marvin Gardens. I don't know why I said that. It's a
Marvin Gardens.
That's a Monopoly property.
Marvin Schwartz.
Marvin Schwartz.
What else can we talk about? I watched The Godfather 2 and The Godfather 3. And they're both, well, obviously the second one is much better than the third one. But,
Yes.
but I like the third one still. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's
I
what
was
I've heard.
supposed to watch The Godfather last night, but then my mom came back from shopping at 10:30, and I was like, no.
Ooh.
No,
I don't
we're not
want
starting,
it anymore.
We're not starting a 3-hour movie right now.
I watched
Exactly.
Stalker.
Well, my mom's been trying to show me.
Oh yeah, you watched Stalker.
Oh yeah, how was?
That was amazing.
Tell us about it.
It was really good.
Your parents walked out 10 minutes in, right?
No, they walked out 45 minutes in. But it's just really, really slow.
Right.
So I understand why they did, but that was like right before things really started to get interesting, but it was still slow. But it's really good, and I want to watch more movies by Andrei Tarkovsky.
Andre.
And
I watched in the span of a few days. I watched The Founder, with our boy Will's favorite movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
even
true.
Even though he hasn't seen it. I remember I texted the group saying I watched it, and Will's like, the founder just exists in my mind, even though I will never watch it.
That's how I feel about Money Monster. Anyways, continue.
We have to fix that, though. We have to watch it.
We have to watch Money Monster.
I refuse.
The founder was pretty good. And then I watched The Hangover, directed by the man, the myth, the legend, Todd
The
Phillips.
Joker
and
himself.
Here's the thing. The Joker himself. Here's the thing. I thought The Hangover was better than Joker.
Damn.
Which could be a hot take. I gave Joker 4 stars when I first watched it, but looking back on it, I'd probably give it 3. If I were to rewatch it. And I don't want to rewatch it though.
Yeah.
But The Hangover, I would gladly revisit anytime. That movie was so fun. There were a few controversial moments, but hey, man, what movie doesn't have those? Especially when it comes out in 2009, maybe
The Golden Age.
The
golden age of gay jokes that are quite bad.
Pretty awful gay jokes. In The Hangover. However, it was very entertaining, and I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then rewatched The Social Network.
Of course.
For the second time.
Were
this
you
month.
sober?
No.
Nice.
No, it was not. It was great, obviously, phenomenal film.
Yeah.
I can't believe I hated it, blah, blah, blah. You know.
I watched Thumb Drive. That's a phenomenal film.
Oh, Thumb Drive coming out.
It comes out today in an hour. I mean, it's already out if you're listening to this. Unless
that's
we'll
true.
post this like the moment we finish recording.
God, no.
I watched
I'm
Thumb
happy with how
Drive.
it
It was
turned out.
great. I'm happy with how it turned out, too. What else did I watch? Inception, rewatched. I rewatched Bo Burnham's stand-up special, What?
Well, you
which
should
was
watch
very
those
good.
by yourself.
Yes.
Okay.
No, Will,
Also,
I think you
I will maintain
genuinely...
those are... No, you would like
I-
them.
I-
You would like
yeah,
them.
I
They're the
know, I
best
probably
stand-up
would.
specials to watch on your own.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Easily.
And then, incredibly high, watched What Did Jack Do? Which was... I can't even explain what kind of experience that was.
Have you
That
been able
was-
to make sense of it?
No. I remember waking up the next morning and Jamie would be coming up to me and being like, "What the fuck was that thing about the monkey?" And I was like, "Bro, I wish I could tell you. I still don't understand it." And then I watched Snatch yesterday for the first time, and that was good.
Were you sober?
I very much enjoyed that. I was sober.
Oh, wow.
It was during the morning. It literally woke up and we watched Snatch. It was so random. But that was good. And that's everything I've watched since we last chatted.
Wow.
Cute.
Can I blitz through?
I
Cute.
watched...
Go for
After
it.
you, Kielan.
Oh, you're going to go first? No, you go first. You go first.
I watched. Okay, I don't remember when we cut it off last time, but I watched A Serious Man, Lost Highway, Inferno. I watched this. I'm gonna skip it. The Game, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Godfather Part 2, Throne of Blood, 2010, the Star Wars Holiday Special. I'm not gonna count Shannon, but I watched Shannon. Shannon's good. You should watch it.
Shannon's very
Ben, did
good.
you watch it?
Go Shannon. I haven't watched Shannon yet. Sorry, Josh. I've been at a cottage for all my life. I just haven't had the chance to.
It's true.
I watched Superman. I watched An American Pickle, which was don't watch it. I watched Kielan and I watched Analyze This, which was a triumph.
Fun. My God.
Stalker, Gangs of New York, King of New York, which that was
New
like
York
a
marathon.
Will and I also watched Gangs of New York
Right.
together. That was also really fun.
Gangs of New York and King of New York. It was like when I watched, I was watching the movie called Z in my film class, and so the night before I watched the movie called M, just so I could get that, pattern.
M is great. I love
That
So we
was
say
good.
M's.
And then,
Yeah, M's quite
yeah,
good.
that's the Of New York trilogy, even though there's two. And then I watched
Trilogy.
the Squid and the Whale, Raising Arizona, The Godfather 3, American Psycho, Citizen Kane, and The Birds.
Wow.
Very
Go
nice.
off.
What brought on the Citizen Kane rewatch?
Oh yeah, you rewatched Citizen Kane.
I was
What?
just looking for something, like I was gonna watch like something older, like Breakfast at Tiffany's was on Netflix, and I was
Oh, I
like,
should've watched
I
that.
should watch that, but then I was like, I want something more like epic.
Fair enough. How did Citizen Kane stand up
It's
after
really
not watching it in
good.
film class?
It's really good.
fantastic.
I don't think.
I
there's-
definitely need to rewatch
The
it.
the one thing that I don't like about it is it's very like sometimes it just says the theme like 30 times, and it's kind of like
Yeah,
too much.
that's
But it's
true.
so good. It's like
It's so
wow.
good.
They did a good
It's
job.
phenomenal. I love your review, Will. Ho ho! I took an introductory university film studies course. I know the word mise en scène. Ho ho! Got him.
I like your review of The Birds. Finished reading Fellowship of the Ring today. Took 9 days for me to read the book. Ordered the second one from the library. Had birds in it too, and the main character in it has a horrible suit that looks like he was shit on by birds. Fun facts and critical analysis.
Thank you.
Thank you, Will.
Good stuff. All right, my quick rundown of what I've watched since we last all chatted.
Let's hear it.
I watched Inferno. I watched Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for my birthday. That was my birthday movie. That was
Happy
fun.
birthday.
And then Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Happy belated.
Thank you. It was a month ago. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood I watched with Will and Jack for my birthday as well.
Oh yeah.
I saw, and then my girlfriend Kia came over so I could see her for a week, which was lovely. And we watched a movie every night. We watched Little Women, My Neighbor Totoro, I Love You Man, Kiki's Delivery Service, We're the Millers, Porco Rosso, and Palm Springs. And in the midst of
you
all that,
rewatched
I
Palm
watched,
Springs?
Yes, because
Nice.
she wanted to see it because she'd seen the trailer.
It's great.
She
It's
really
great.
loved
Hold
it,
on.
and it made me like it more.
You're the
Yeah, it's very
Millers.
You're
I am the
Millers?
Millers. Yes, it's
You
true.
are the Millers?
Okay.
I am the Millers.
Didn't know that.
That movie's just fine. Porco Rosso is really good, by the way. Y'all should watch that.
Is
In
he the
amongst that,
Millers?
I also watched. I watched 2 short films. I saw The Stunt Double, which made me
yeah.
a little angry, and I watched Shannon, which y'all should watch.
Damien
too.
Chazelle, what's he doing? What is he
doing?
He should
Make
stop.
La La Land 2 already. Jesus.
Please go back
Come
to what
on.
you're good at.
La La Land
Jesus.
2, The Return of
Make
Sad-
Second Man, bro.
Then I watched Analyze This with Will, like Will said. I watched a Pete Davidson special called SMD, Suck My Dick. And then I watched Bud Greenspan Presents Vancouver 2010, Stories of Olympic Glory. And I got fucking mad about it because it was like a really boring documentary. Anyways, and then I saw Margot at the wedding, and it was fine. And I watched this. Sorry?
Sorry, is Bud Greenspan the Millers?
Yes, that's why his last name's Greenspan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I watched The Sweater, which is like an NFB short film to pregame for the Leafs' eventual series loss to the Columbus Blue Jackets. That
The
sucked.
Sweater. A classic
That
film.
was awful. Then I watched
Awful?
What's a Nice Girl Like You Doing in a Place Like This with Will and like Ben, Shane, and Daniel, and it was pretty good. And then with Will I watched Gangs of New York. Then I watched Pulp Fiction, well, not entirely sober, with my buddy Alex, as well as Italian American, but we talked over that one the entire time. And then I watched Il Posto, which is really, really good. And I was saying this to Ben. If Ben and I had seen that before we made 12s, it would have been like a massive influence and reference for us, weirdly enough. So Ben, I really think you should
interesting.
watch it. It's really excellent.
What's it called again?
Il Posto.
Il Posto ripped off 12s.
Absolutely.
So did
and then I
Waves,
went
but
on-
we're not ready to talk about that.
We've talked it to death, my man.
Fuck.
Waves. Fuck Waves.
Trey
Fuck
Edward
Waves.
Schultz, bro, you stole our show.
You stole our
He
shit.
literally read my
and then-
diary.
Literally was
he
watching me
snuck-
in my bedroom.
Snuck into my house. You stole my lasagna. I went on my 2-day Scorsese kick that came to an end when I was going to watch Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, but then didn't. I watched
Nice.
Shutter Island, which is okay, and The Age of Innocence, which is quite good. And then I watched Wanderlust, and I don't know why I watched Wanderlust, but I did watch it, and it was bad, but I enjoyed myself.
Now that is epic, my friend.
We should wrap it up.
You should
We
wrap
should
it up.
wrap it
'cause
up.
y'all
Oh,
gotta
I
go.
wanted to say, I literally said Damien Chazelle should make Second Man, and then I realized it would just be, it'd just be First Man, but from the perspective of Buzz Aldrin the entire time. So it's literally just the same movie, but it's just shots of Buzz Aldrin instead of Neil.
I would
Neil-
want
Neil,
that. It's just like
Neil
he
Young,
doesn't-
Neil Diamond.
He doesn't even have any like inner turmoil or anything. He's just like a guy in the military, and then he's like an accountant at NASA,
Yeah.
and he's like, "You want to go to space?" And he's like, "Sure." And then he goes
Yeah,
to space,
sure,
and he's
man.
like, "This is cool, isn't it?" And then it cuts to credits.
I would pay to see that.
He's gonna make that as his next vertical cinema short film,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be like, cool, buddy.
Cool, dude.
All right. He framed some shots interestingly, but a lot of it looked very bad.
I haven't watched it.
Don't. Anyways,
Okay.
we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you very much for watching or listening or whatever you're doing. We appreciate your support. Go check out Will's
A lot of
house,
stuff.
and we will see you
No.
in the.
I'll send you the address. You can get Will's address in our exclusive Patreon membership, $5 subscription.
I'm just gonna tell him now. It's 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue. Go.
In our supporter tier, you get my address, a signed copy of Nathan Daniel Phillips on Blu-ray
Signed copy of my address.
for our $1,500.
It's a signed photo of me in front of my house.
For our $1,500 a month Vanguard tier, you can get a tour of my house.
Personally, I'll invite you in. Wear a mask. Anyways, thank you very much for listening. We will hear you in the next one.
Hey.
Wink, wink.
We should do a.
we
Give
won't
us a
hear
review,
you.
Give
What?
us a
They're not
like.
gonna-
We should do a thing where we talk about Thumb Drive and we give some BTS insight.
We'll do that.
Next week.
Kick it for the next one. We'll talk about our new movie.
Yeah, baby.
Ayo.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
It's just like termite. You
Okay,
hear that?
okay, we're gonna end it here.
The music used in the beginning and ending of this episode is Jazz by Brother Vink. You can find his music by going to www.soundcloud.com/TacoBell is Rising/jazz.
Jazz.